And the reason why that's important, of course, is guys, especially as we get older, I'm 60 years old now, having a strong core is really going to help with preventing injuries. Hey guys, Mark McKillier with Live Anabolic, and how about a six-pack ab workout? It's been a while since I've done one of these, and so I've found some really cool, interesting exercises, and of course, one of those is my favorite. I always throw it in every time. And I'm going to get to these exercises. I'm going to demonstrate them all in just a minute, okay? But first, why the heck do we want abs, besides the fact that it looks really cool, all right? So it's not just about looking good, all right? So these ab exercises are really core exercises, all right? We're working a lot of different muscles, okay? Not just these front abs, all right? Not just the six-pack that everybody thinks about. And the reason why that's important, of course, is guys, especially as we get older, I'm 60 years old now, having a strong core is really going to help with preventing injuries. And when I say injuries, I'm talking about your back, right? Because the older we get, it seems like the easier it is to hurt our back. So if you have a strong core, you're just naturally going to be less prone, all right, to throwing out a disc or something like that in your lower back. So that's why we want to do them. I don't like doing abs, all right? You don't get that great pump, that great look that you get when you're doing your other muscles, all right? But gosh, they're important, all right? So six-pack abs are important for strengthening our core and our lower back and preventing injury. But also, guys, you can't just do these exercises I'm going to show you and think you're going to get a six-pack. You got to clean up your nutrition. Food, 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 food. Super critical, all right? You cannot out-train a bad diet. I've shot some other videos on this. So this is not a nutrition video, all right? Gary and I have put together tons of different videos about food and nutrition and some fantastic meal ideas. And just use the little search feature right here on our YouTube channel, all right? That little magnifying glass, click on it and type in nutrition. And I guarantee you 15 or 20 videos are going to pop up between Gary and myself where we talk about how to eat healthy and how that really helps with getting, those visible abs. But I'm going to do today's workout, and it's going to be basically just a core-focused ab-building workout. All right, but before I crawl down on the floor and spend the next 10 minutes talking to you guys from my den floor, I want to remind you about our Facebook group. I tell you all the time, click the link below, join the group. You won't regret it. It's a bunch of good guys in there. I'm the moderator answering questions. And it's not just workout. It's nutrition. It's injury prevention. There's lots of good stuff. And then also help us spread the good news about this YouTube channel. Please hit that like, all right, symbol below the video here. Share it with your buddies and subscribe to the channel. Gary and I produce a ton of great stuff for you guys, and you don't want to miss a single video. Okay, so the first exercise is my favorite. This is the one is my go-to exercise when I'm at the gym, especially if I don't have a lot of time to do a bunch of different ab exercises. The bicycle cross crunch is my favorite. So, boom, here we go. Hands, fingers on your temples. Don't lock your fingers and don't put them behind your head, okay? You'll just put too much unnecessary stress on your neck. So just kind of lightly hold your fingers to your temples, okay? And I start in this position, and all I do is cross from side to side. But it looks kind of like you're pedaling a bicycle, okay? And if possible, get your elbow to touch your thigh, okay, or your knee as you're pumping it from side to side. Listen to my breathing. Oh, fantastic ab exercise. It gets a lot of different muscles also because we get that twisting movement in conjunction with the crunching effect. And so now you're going to ask me, how many should I do? All right, well, today's workout, we're going to be doing circuit style, okay? And there's such a variability of athletic ability amongst the people watching. I'm not going to tell you how many to do today. So I want you to do enough reps on each exercise that it's tough, that it's hard. You don't have to go to failure, all right? Because we're going to do this circuit 3 times, all right? So go to the point, the number of reps where it starts to get pretty darn tough. You don't have to be killing yourself, because remember, we got 5 exercises and we're going to do them several times, all right? So just make sure you get a kind of a good workout on each exercise. And some guys are only going to be able to do 5 or 6 of those bicycle cross crunches. Other guys are going to be able to do 20, all right? So just do the amount that is tough for you to do. Here we go, exercise number 2. This is going to be a right-sided plank, but we're not just going to hold that right side plank, okay? We're going to be doing a knee to elbow along with the plank. So we're on our right side. I'm on my elbow, okay? Bring yourself up into the plank position. Get that left arm up over your head, and then boom. Oh. All right, don't have to go to failure, but do enough that you start to feel the burn, that you start to feel a little fatigued. All right, so now exercise number 3, same thing on our left side. So we're going to get into a left-hand plank position. All right, laying on the ground. All I do is straighten my core out like this, and then arm overhead and all right. I'm not killing myself because I'm more or less pacing myself, because all we're doing is abs. All right, today, this workout is nothing but abs. So give yourself 30 seconds or so in between exercise, kind of catch your breath a little bit. Some of you guys might need a minute, okay? All right, so we've made it through the first 3 exercises. All right, now we're on to exercise number 4. All right, we're gonna start down, okay, on our side here. Now, I call these diagonal crunches, but this is the diagonal part. We're going to start, the first one is going to be the left hand to your right shin, okay? And we're only going to do that side. All right, so diagonal crunch, left hand to my right shin, and this is my starting position. So here we go. So my leg doesn't go all the way back down. I stop before my foot hits the ground. Same thing with my arm at the top. And the higher up on your leg you can touch, if you can get up here close to your ankle, that means you're crunching more. So if you're just kind of touching down here by your knee, you're not bringing your upper body up much. So try to get your hand up as high as you can. If you can touch the top of your foot, whew, that's even tougher. So if you can touch the top of your foot with your offhand, you're really gonna feel the crunch in your abs, okay? So now let's do the other side. All right, so this is the 5th final exercise in the circuit, guys. So here we go. Oh, woo. So if I'm only touching my hand to my shin, kind of the middle of my shin, I'm still working my core. I still feel it. But when I try to get my hand way up here and touch the top of my ankle here, it forces me to crunch up, to roll up my upper torso. And that is what creates a really intense crunching feeling. And so you guys, when you're doing this, the best way to do it is to experiment. Do a couple of reps where you're touching lower down on your shin. All right, see how that feels. And then try to reach as high as possible on your leg and then see how that feels. When you experiment like that back to back, and don't rest, don't stop. Just do 1 or 2 reps one way and then 1 or 2 reps with the really, stretching movement, and you'll immediately feel the difference. Okay, so that was 5 different ab exercises, and I'm giving you guys the flexibility on how many reps to do, okay? Because some guys, it's going to be tough to do more than 5, 6, 7 reps. Other guys will be able to knock out 15 to 20 with no problem. So if I just told everybody to do 10, some people wouldn't be able to make it at all. Other guys would stop at 10 and thinking, oh my gosh, this is way too easy. So pick a number or just push yourself to the point where it starts to get really tough. You don't have to go to failure, because remember, I want you to do 3 circuits. All you saw me do there was 1 circuit. And guys, you don't need to rest real long in between exercises, 30 seconds to a minute. So each circuit should only take a few minutes, right? Then at the end of a circuit, all right, kind of catch your breath. That's when you can take a little bit longer rest, all right? Because you got to do it again. You can't just go through those 5 exercises and just do 1 set of each and think that you're really building abs. You got to do more sets than that. And I think if you do 3 circuits, that's a pretty daggum good ab workout, no matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, because the intermediate and advanced guys are doing more reps per set, whereas you beginners are doing far fewer reps. So everybody ends up getting a great workout in only 3 circuits. And what do I always say at the end of every single video? You got to stick with it and never give up on yourself.